What do you do with your used electronics? You can store it in your home, throw it away, or recycle it. One of the most used options is to store it in your home. This option is what most people usually do, but you can only keep small electronics such as cell phone or tablets in a drawer, and even then, they can't stay there forever. Eventually, they will get thrown away. Throwing used electronics away, sadly, is also very common. Most people don't know how many recycling options are out there for electronics and assume it's okay just to throw them away and don't think of the consequences. Recycling electronics is the right way to go, but it's hard to find a company that isn't going to just ship it overseas. So do research and make sure you know where your electronics are going before recycling them. The old electronics will break down in the landfills and leach toxic waste into the soil, eventually causing the local groundwater to be poisoned with lead, mercury, and cadmium. They also will release toxic gases that will go into the atmosphere, creating pollution. If the e-waste is properly recycled, then the recycling companies will take the e-waste to recycling plants to break down all of the electronic parts safely. Sometimes the electronics may not be recycled exactly how they say they will. Instead, some companies will ship e-waste overseas for money. When e-waste gets shipped over to other countries such as China, India, and Ghana, it is thrown into landfills, and the community around it will use the electronic waste to make money, even though it is super dangerous and toxic. Workers who retrieve metals such as gold and silver usually have little to no protection. In these countries, the government usually puts little to no regulations on how the electronics should be recycled. In these landfills, children will often burn wires to get little amounts of copper, which is really dangerous and releases toxic gases. Another method is burning computer boards. This method is extremely dangerous because it causes toxins to be released that affect the brain and causes cancer. Many of the toxins that pollute the air due to electronic waste are known carcinogens. The people who are constantly breathing in the polluted air are continuously sick and have multiple health issues such as migraines, eye pains and irritability, and respiratory problems. The ashes from burning electronic waste collect and form ash rivers that run through the landfills. Another environmental problem that electronic waste causes is leaching into groundwater. It also causes a lot of air pollution. To solve this problem, it is important to recycle your e-waste properly. When looking for a recycling company, make sure you know where the e-waste is actually going.